In Meridianville, skies were sunny. The temperature was 80 degrees. The dew point was 50, making the relative humidity 35%. Winds were northwest at 20 miles an hour, gusting to 25. The pressure was 29.96 inches and steady. Indicator. The temperature was 82. Elsewhere across the area, from west to east. In Fayetteville, sunny and 79. In Winchester, sunny and 79. In Fort Payne, sunny and 79. Once again, at 5 p.m. In Huntsville, at the International Airport, mostly sunny and 81. Decatur. The temperature was 82. Regional weather conditions at 5 p.m. Skies ranged from sunny to mostly sunny. It was 81 at Chattanooga, 83 at Memphis, 79 at Nashville, and 80 at Atlanta. Birmingham reported 81, Tupelo reported 83, and Knoxville reported 77. Now here is the local forecast for the north central Alabama listening area. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 50s. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour early this afternoon, becoming light and variable. Thursday, partly cloudy. Highs in the upper 70s. Northwest winds around 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly clear. Lows in the mid-50s. Light and variable winds. Friday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. Light and variable winds. Friday night, mostly clear in the evening, then partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the mid-50s. Light and variable winds. Chance of rain 20%. Saturday, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of...
Right at 7-Eleven. And then again, it was only on the ground for a little over a mile and did EF2 damage. Again, winds of 134 miles per hour. I anticipate that this list is going to continue to grow over the coming days. I wanted to show you a radar loop. We're beginning to lose some of the radar data. I'm going to fix that a little bit later. At least I think I can fix that. But I wanted to show you a radar loop of the showers and thunderstorms that moved through the Tennessee Valley yesterday afternoon as we headed into the evening, and then through the early part of the overnight. It was 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night before this activity finally cleared all of North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. This activity originated as some individualized supercells, but then as it kind of continued to push across the Tennessee Valley, that main line of showers and thunderstorms caught up to those individual supercells and kind of congealed into this mass of strong and severe thunderstorms, and then continued to march through the Tennessee Valley until it eventually exited somewhere between 10 and 11 o'clock at night. All told, there were 21 tornado warnings and 14 severe thunderstorm warnings issued yesterday. I would say the main event here, now we did have a couple of rogue tornado warnings. We obviously had that one in far northern Lauderdale County that was issued right around the lunch hour, right up in Waterloo, and then quickly moved up into southern Middle Tennessee. Again, that was issued right around the lunch hour. And then we had another rogue tornado warning in Lincoln County up in southern Middle Tennessee. But the main event where thunderstorms really became much more widespread across the Tennessee Valley, that main event started at 4:29 p.m. and the last tornado warning was allowed to expire or canceled right at 9:59 p.m. It is likely going to take several days to get a complete damage analysis. The National Weather Service office, they sent 3 different crews out this afternoon to go survey that damage in different parts of North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee, and it's likely going to take a couple of days and a couple of more days of surveying to be able to compile all that information, disseminate all that information, and then draw some really hard, set-in-stone conclusions about this event. But as of right now, 3 confirmed tornadoes, and I do anticipate that that number is going to continue to grow. Now, some folks have expressed a little bit of confusion here. We're just a couple of days away from Memorial Day, and we're going to talk about that here in a couple of minutes. Why are we still seeing severe weather of this magnitude? Well, we are still within the bounds of our spring severe weather season. Now, if we were to get into June and see an event like this, it would come as a complete and total surprise. But Our spring severe weather season runs March, April, and May. Yes, it's late May, and I understand that. Again, we're just a couple of days away from Memorial Day, but we are still totally within the bounds of our spring severe weather season, which runs March, April, and then through the month of May. Thankfully, we're going to begin to head into June here sooner rather than later. Now, these are just estimates. Right now, it is estimated that 2,000 customers are still without power in Madison County, and then a couple of hundred customers still reportedly without power over in Colbert County. Now, I can assure you that the utility crews are working incredibly hard to get the power restored to those customers. I've been following along on Facebook and X and different channels where we can communicate with a lot of the utility companies. And the folks that are still without power are probably without power because a lot of the utility poles were just simply broken. So it's not just a matter of fixing the power lines, it is a matter of getting an entirely new utility pole in. But I know that a lot of the crews are out working incredibly hard, and I know they're going to have power restored to those affected as soon as they possibly can. Boy, what a change 24 hours can make. We're looking northbound on Memorial Parkway this evening. Remember last night we were looking at this view. We were talking about that potential tornado that was coming very, very close to the FOX54 studios. Definitely not the case this evening. Plenty of blue sky, plenty of sunshine, a really nice quiet evening. And if you spend any time at all outside this afternoon, I think the biggest, most notable change, probably the lack of humidity. Right now, dew point's currently sitting in the lower 50s as opposed to the upper 60s and lower 70s that we've been talking about over the last couple of days. Radar, of course, nice and quiet this evening, and it's probably going to stay that way as we head into the overnight. Small opportunity for rain as we head into your Thursday. Again, small opportunity there. The vast majority of us going to end up staying dry. It does look like we are going to be dry on Friday. Unfortunately, rain is going to be in the forecast as we head into Saturday, Sunday, and then as we head into Memorial Day itself. Other opportunities for rain in the forecast as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So just kind of wanted to give you an early look at your Memorial Day. In the temperature department, it really doesn't look all that bad. 66 in the morning, 80 degrees in the afternoon. But again, rain is in the forecast all morning and then all afternoon. So I'm sure there's going to be a number of different Memorial Day ceremonies across the Tennessee Valley. If by chance you're in charge of organizing one of those ceremonies, it would be a really good idea to have some sort of a plan B. Begin to be thinking about some sort of a plan B. And then if you're just hosting some sort of an event, some sort of a gathering for Memorial Day, I know a lot of people consider Memorial Day the unofficial start to summer. So if you're hosting some sort of event, you should probably have some sort of a plan B in place in case that event gets forced inside. Let's talk about the overnight. Going to be nice, quiet night. A little bit of cloud cover across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures dropping into the lower 60s. I've got a low temperature right around 60 degrees. When the kids get on the school bus tomorrow morning, only a couple of more days left. I think a lot of the kids are out of school at this point, so probably only a handful of kids getting on the school bus tomorrow morning. 62 at 7, 64 at 8, 68 by 9, and then 70 degrees by the time we get to 10 o'clock in the morning. A rain chance tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, it looks like temperature's going to climb into the upper 70s and lower 80s. I've got a high temperature right around 80 degrees. A little cooler as we head into your Friday. Maybe there's going to be a slight increase in the amount of cloud cover across the Tennessee Valley on Friday. Again, it does look like we are going to be dry, but it does look like we are going to be a little bit cooler across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures only climbing into the mid and upper 70s at this point in the month of May. We should be consistently climbing into the low, close to the mid 80s this time of year. The average high temperature right around 83 or 84. Some locations, the average high temperature probably right around 85 degrees. Have a good look at the next 7 days. I'll leave you with this. No question of the day today. Why? It's been a busy afternoon, so no question of the day. We'll get back to the question of the day tomorrow. 78 on Thursday, 73 on Friday, 75 on Saturday. Again, in the temperature department, Memorial Day weekend really doesn't look all that bad, but scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be in the forecast Saturday, Sunday. Looks like the best bet, if any day is going to be a wash. Honestly, it looks like that day is probably going to be Monday, but we're still several days out, and things are liable to change. So there's your 75 on Saturday, 82 degrees on Sunday, 80 degrees on Memorial Day itself. We're sitting in the mid and upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So it kind of looks like we're going to maintain the below average temperatures, which in all honesty is rather on brand for the month of May. The month of May has been a cool month. I've got 78 degrees next Tuesday and then 75 degrees next Wednesday.